This is the next episode of Tactical Gear Reviews that I've done. And this one will be featuring a camouflage pair of pants that I found recently. These are actually Tru-Spec, actually. And Tru-Spec is actually very high quality. They manufacture out of Honduras instead of China. So the manufacturing quality is definitely better than some of the cheaper Chinese uniforms you can get. Tru-Spec is an American company too, from what I understand and from what I know. And they're really high quality. So when I saw these on eBay, these urban camo, city camo, urban woodland camo, TRU pants. I'm assuming that's what these are because it didn't say on the eBay seller that was selling these that on the ad on eBay that it didn't really give me a lot of information, and I couldn't find a lot of information about these online. So my review video is going to be the only YouTube review video of these pants. So these pants must be really rare. I don't think Tru-Spec manufactures this camo or these pants anymore, it seems, as you cannot find these pants on the Tru-Spec website. These actually have reinforced knees. So there's like a reinforced knee cut here. And there's definitely some reinforcement in terms of the fabric, it feels like. The fabric weave itself, I don't know what it is. I think it's twill, but if it's the TRU Tru-Spec line, just like the Urban Camo TRU jacket I seen on eBay, that was selling out of the States, unfortunately, so there's tariffs, so I'm probably not going to grab it. But the TRU line of Tru-Spec uniforms I believe is 50% nylon, 50% cotton mix, like a Nyko. So I'm assuming that's what these are. I'm assuming these pants are the part of the TRU line, just like the Urban Camo jacket I seen. And I'm assuming this is like it's either a ripstop. I mean, I can't tell because I can't see the squares very easily, or in the twill, in the weave, I can't see the squares. If I could see the squares easily, then I could tell if it's ripstop. But as far as I can tell, this might be a twill of some kind, like a 50-50 Nyko twill, or might be a ripstop otherwise. Regardless, they're pretty comfortable. I've worn them on a hike so far. And wearing them on a hike so far, I have definitely had a good experience. And I will say I want to use these urban camo uniforms, like these urban camo pieces, especially in, urban environments, of course, like they're designed for. But also I want to use it for wintertime in the snow. Because I like to believe that this urban camo would probably do great in winter for us, and winter snow, like a lot of snowy areas in both snowy cities. So let's say if you're in a city in the wintertime with a lot of snow everywhere, but a lot of gray concrete and cement, I feel like that color combination here should be really effective, actually. Both under a little bit of movement, but also when it's completely still and laying down. Movement typically gives away any camouflage. So regardless of what camouflage you're wearing, movement and stealth and sound is key regardless. But even for activist purposes or whatever purposes it may be, this urban camo could be good as a sort of an ID way of sort of giving myself sort of an ID, like an identification of how I look. So it could be very interesting. These pants are really nice. And they're very utilitarian. You can use these casually, just for more casual events too, because the camo is not military, really. The United States military, the USA related military, they did experiment in an urban warrior training program, it was called, with this camouflage. I think that's where Half-Life 1 also got the inspiration for this camo, for their HECU Marines as well. The HECU HECU Marines, or Hazardous Environment Combat Unit Marines, when they invaded Black Mesa to take out the scientists and everything else, they were wearing these camouflage pants and shirt, probably, it seemed. That's at least one of the closest examples that could probably match it anyway. In Black Mesa and some of the newer renditions of Half-Life, they were definitely featured this camo for the Heku HEC units. So I also got it out of nostalgia and for video game satisfaction. They also have drawstrings at the bottom at the cuffs, so you can cuff them. I don't like these personally, probably, and I do find these pants are a little long on me because my height is 5'7" in height, so I have like a 20-inch inseam for length on my leg pants usually, something like that, like 28 inches. So I'm probably gonna shorten these pants through a tailor. Probably I'm probably gonna take these to a seamstress or a tailor, and I'm probably gonna remove these and get these elasticated cuffs instead. So I don't really blouse pants personally. I don't really do blousing. I have done blousing with boots and stuff in the past, but I just don't care for it. I don't really like it. I just don't really care for it or like the feeling, and I don't like it when my blousing gets undone and screwed up. So then I'm like, I have to redo it, and I don't like that. So these cargo pants are nice. These buttons are nice. The stitching and the overall quality is much higher quality than some of the cheaper urban camo pants you can find, like the Rothko and some of the other pants are not nearly as high quality. Proper also made some urban camo that's really high quality. I would love to find that. Because Proper made urban camo jackets and pants, I believe, and they're pretty high quality. But these Tru-Specs are nice, and I'm really happy to make these a new addition to the camo collection. Stay tuned for more tactical gear reviews and more camouflage collection videos. These were the Tru-Specs, and these are really rare. I think I don't know if you're going to find these very often. Stay tuned for more.